Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel. So today I am here to share 2 Christmas journals with you. I'm so excited about these. They were so much fun to make. I want to apologize in advance if you start hearing any of the weird noises going on in the background. We still have a lot of street cleanup and FEMA trucks on the road out in my neighborhood, which is a very good thing. But anyway, it's very loud. There's a lot of racket with that. So these are 2 ring-bound journals, and they are kind of vintagey feeling. I'm just going to get started on them because I feel like I have a lot to share. I haven't counted the pages. I'll put that up here on the screen now. After this video when I'm editing it. So these journals measure, get out a ruler, 8.5 inches by 5 inches wide. You can kind of see the all the little goodness poking out everywhere. So here on the front I have these 2, I would say, vintage Avon Christmas pins. I'm so excited that I had 2 of those, which was enough, you know, to put on these. This is something you can use to decorate your journal, or you can wear in the Christmas season. It's tied up with some lace here. And then here on the cover, I have this old Christmas tablecloth with the poinsettias on it, and then just some layering. There's some old burlap cloth there, Deck the Hall music paper, some coffee dyed glassine, some green fabric. This vintage postcard is glued down. It has a couple photo corners on it, and then just some doily pieces that I thought resembled snowflakes. So then getting into the journal, I used a lot of vintage papers, some printables, some of them free from Graphics Fairy, I think, but then I used some other papers that I will link down below as well. All the links will be in the description box. So here in the front, there's a little pocket, and then there's a handmade tag. And then here, just a vintage postcard. Another page with a little tab. Another cut apart journaling card. And then here, this is a music book cover. And then I put a coffee dyed ruffle here on the side. Some more ephemera for journaling. A vintage file folder piece. I did some stamping, added a little fabric bit up there. Here I created one of these little postcards that I enjoy making with book pages. Just has that little stamp on the back. And then I did do some faux rust with the alcohol ink on some of these clips, and then just some sari silk there. Here is a page made out of book page and one of those beautiful pieces of paper that I love. This is a old book page that I had in my stash. I just glued 2 of them together, added a little doily piece there. Here's another handmade tag that I made, and then just another book page. And here on this side, this is an old ledger from the 1800s that I have, and I love it when I can use it. Just added some masking tape for reinforcement there. More pretty pages, a little black bow. I wanted this to have more of a vintage feel. I hope I pulled it off enough. A little old wooden button here, and then an old receipt that I had in my stash that I turned into a pocket. and this is such a fun piece of ephemera. It's an old bank statement from 1928. So I just love those. Then I just tucked an old bingo card in here, some more ephemera. This is an old piece of canning instructions. The fun thing about these ring bound journals is you can pop things out and move them around and use them however you want to. So I just wanted to include that old ephemera. This is a little photo pocket. So here on the inside, I just tucked a piece of ephemera with these little kittens, but you can put a photo in there. And then here on this side, there's a little pocket as well, and I just slipped this piece of Tim Holtz ephemera in here. I can't get a hold of anything, but that's a great little tuck spot too. Then there is this piece of green lace. And then here, this is a fun little page. This is an old stockings, the packaging from buying some stockings, some hosiery, and then here it had like a thing for to-dos and a shopping list. I thought that was fun. And then just some ephemera. This is an old 1986 sticker that I had in my stash. Just thought that was fun. So that's nice and big. And then this is just some book page from that old Christmas plants book I included. Another book page, I reinforced it with some little heart punches. Added a tab here, and then here there's a little pocket. And a little envelope, I added the stamp and the stamping too. And on the inside, I've just shared some old red tickets, some vintage game tickets. There's an old playing card, journaling card that I made. And then I had this old piece of sewing ephemera here, and I just wrapped some of that hunter green lace around there. Another one of those clips with some sari silk and jingle bells, and a little stamping on the back. So this is again from that same set that had those stickers, the 1986 stuff. This was like a tree, a paper tree ornament, and I just added it to the journal. Here's another just little envelope ephemera that I made. Another book page on that old green file folder. Piece of ruffle there. Another piece of ephemera. This is an old letter that is so fun. This is from 1912. And I did punch it and add it to the journal, but it is from one cousin to another. It mentions things that they got for Christmas and just, you know, things going on in their life. So that is so fun. There's the other, this is a different letter that was sent at the same time from her younger brother that he didn't know how to write yet, so she wrote it out for him. Again, it's just so cute and so fun. A piece of handmade paper pocket here with some stamping and a little doily pieces there. Another handmade tag in this pocket. And then here in the back, I had a bunch of old, I think they probably used them in a choir, hand-typed Oh Holy Night sheets of paper. So that's just folded and tucked in here. And then here on the back, there's a little pocket I added down here, and then just another piece of ephemera here. Another pocket on the back here. This is another one of those vintage note cards. And then just another piece of ephemera tucked back there, and there's the back cover. And then I did count it up. There are 20 items bound in this book. So if you did every other side, that would be 40 pages plus the ephemera or whatnot. So it's a nice little chunky ring bound journal. Oh, and I forgot to mention the C here. I was thinking Christmas with that. So that is going to be called the Deck the Halls journal. That will be up on my website. And then I'm going to call this one Oh Christmas Pine, since that's what that music is. Here is the pin on this one. Pretty piece of holly. Again, tied with some lace. And then very similar cover here. This is a vintage postcard. This is vintage ribbon that was added when they made the postcard. And then this fabric, I just wanted it to have more of a vintage feel, not super Christmassy, but definitely Christmassy at the same time. So then getting into this one, it's very similar. Some of the ephemera and things are different. There's a handmade tag there, pocket on the front, vintage Christmas card. There's that page. Love those papers. That vintage sticker. This is another old music cover from a set of music with some of my coffee dyed ruffle, little stamping, just a piece of a printed ephemera. Here is a file folder I cut up thinking D for December, right? Little stamping, a little cluster there at the top. Here's another little tag that I made. A little poetry page there. This is a pocket. Some Christmas music. And this just flips out. And some ephemera on the back. Another one of those old Christmas plant book pages I glued two images together. Another handmade tag, and then some of that vintage ledger here, a little paper. This is from the 1800s, in case I didn't mention that. And then just some more printed ephemera. Just a little tab there with the black bow. This here is a pocket, and then some ruffle. There's this vintage green button there, and then this is a pocket. I just thought this was fun. This was a piece of old packaging from 1940 that I had in my stash. I had some of those old labels and stamping on it. So you could do some journaling on the back, and then it's just a fun piece there. Another one of those little photo pockets with some ephemera in it. And then here in the back, there's another Tim Holtz piece of photo. This one has some white lace. And then here, another piece of hosiery, ephemera, some of that coffee dyed ruffle on there. And then I have this plants, Christmas plants book page with the mistletoe on here. And then just some ephemera clipped in here that I printed off, stitched, added some paper to. Another Christmas book page with some old fabric tab there. There's a pocket over here. And then another one of these envelopes I added the stamp to, the tickets, the little playing card, journaling card I made. And then some of that green lace on a vintage piece of ephemera. Just a little clip with the bells. Another one of those ornaments, those old ornaments. Another handmade envelope, and then there's that book page. On this file folder piece. And then there is an old letter here. This is written from a daughter to her mother. And I'm not certain on the year, but I can tell that wherever they moved from, they moved to Florida because her husband was working with oranges. So anyway, talking about the weather, it's just a really nice letter also. Here's the handmade paper with some stamping and some doilies added. There's a pocket on the back with another handmade tag. And then another one of those Oh Holy Night typed out pages. Little lace paper clip, and then on the back there's another pocket and just some hand, and then just some more ephemera you can use in the book. So this is Oh Christmas Pine. Okay, so those are my 2 journals that I have to share. My website will be linked down below. These won't be in my Etsy shop. They'll be up on my website. Also, just so you know, these are going to come with some other pieces of ephemera and things that I put together with the journals. It'll come with a little packet of things. I am going to come back and share another video of a couple Christmas ephemera packs that I've put together. I'm really excited about those. I think they're so fun. So be on the lookout for that video. All of the links will be in the description box down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.